Now, I know you are very passionate about business. It's your view, as you've expressed, that business owners should treat their business like a tribe, tribe that's got its own culture, its own lingo. Can you talk about that for a minute?
So sure. I think language is a huge component of your tribe and the culture you're creating. And I view business as a tribe. And so, like you said, as an intro to this question, businesses should treat their business like a tribe and create a culture and have its own language and just have it be unique from all the other tribes or businesses out there. And if you can tweak the language you speak, you can innovate and dominate in your marketplace, eventually becoming a business champion is what I refer to it as. So I'll break down the language of champions and how you can use language to your benefit. So first, I think champions ask better questions. And so the very first thing you should do as a business owner is start asking better questions. If you can first ask the question, what kind of culture do we want to create? And what kind of legacy do we want to build? Then the list of benefits to you are endless. You'll have a clearer vision of your life and business. You'll be more passionate about what you do. You'll have more effective marketing campaigns. You'll attract the right type of clients who share in your vision. You'll win a Nobel Peace Prize. Maybe, I'm not sure on that last one, but dream big. So the first is ask better questions. The second is find better ways to say the same thing. Now, I'm very particular about the words I use. Some might even say I'm over particular. But I think finding better ways to say the same thing is an extremely crucial part to innovation that most people miss. For example, if you're a real estate investor, instead of saying, I flip houses, rather try, I help investors receive better returns. That's a huge difference, and I would do this for many reasons. One, it's more professional. You'll have to speak and do business with a lot of people, homeowners, realtors, attorneys, investors. When you tell a prospect that your company helps investors receive better returns, it's a heck of a lot more professional, in my opinion, than I flip houses. And it begs the question, how exactly do you do that? Two, you provide a service. So it helps you to remember that you're running a business and providing a service. You see, most house flippers only care about themselves. They're trying to flip a property and make as much money as possible for themselves without thinking about everyone else involved in the transaction or the deal. So it's not about you. It helps you to remember that if you want to have the largest real estate operation in your market, your investors have to make money. It's a must. When they're successful, you are successful, and they'll continue to come back and invest with you on a consistent basis. So next is champions create unique phraseology. So meaning, have you ever noticed how the biggest and best brands have unique phrases or slogans, these mottos and that seem to get stuck in your head? Well, creating special phrases in your business is an important aspect of being memorable and unique. Your unique phraseology should be about A, your product or service, B, about the desired benefit to your client, or C, just an invented word or phrase. So, A, your product or service. Well, here's what I'll say. If you ask me what I do, I'll tell you, I help people create and build legacies. Like, that's my thing. That's my little motto. And it relates to the product or service I provide. Whether I'm looking at a property, talking to a client, or, filming a business lecture, in my mind, I'm always helping someone out there to build their legacy. It's something that slowly came to me as I began to focus on what legacy I wanted to leave. So imagine that my legacy is to help you build your legacy. So the next thing is your phraseology could be about the desired benefit to your prospect. Think about your product or service, what it is exactly that your clients want, and create a special phrase around their desires. Or lastly, you can invent a phrase or term. You see this a lot with internet companies, popular platforms like Twitter, Tumblr, Reddit. Not only did they invent their new words, but along with it came phrases that have meaning to most active internet users. So Twitter.com, sending a tweet. When you're on Tumblr, you're tumbling or reblogging an image. When you're on Digg.com, you're digging a post. Pinterest is you're pinning something, a photo or what have you. And I think brick and mortar businesses have something to learn from the explosion of some of these internet companies in recent years. If they can take a look at what makes certain online companies successful and translate it into strategies to implement in their traditional business, I think they'll experience increased growth as well.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. That's a lot. Give us a recap here.
Well, to recap, one, champions ask better questions. What kind of culture do we want to create? Two, champions find better ways to say the same thing. Is there a different way to explain what you do or a different way to promote yourself that could be more beneficial? And lastly, champions create unique phrases. So, put your thinking cap on, get creative, and begin to innovate in your own personal market.